All right, looks like we're getting settled. We still have some seats available for anybody who's in the back who didn't want to be in the back. Mr. Wilford, you and your daughters can come sit in the very front row if you'd like. I'd love to say I planned that, but I didn't, but you're welcome to it. All right, so, folks, there's definitely some extra seats. If you've got extra seats next to you, wave your hand so people can see. I know we have a row over here on the other side. Okay, we're gonna help each other out a bit. All right, this is our first and only live concert for Eagle Rock Middle School Choir, but thank goodness we got to have one, okay? So thank you all for your support. Yeah. Thank you all for your support this year. I know it's been rough. I know that it's not what kids signed up for. Virtual concerts where they just record in class and they're on YouTube seems exciting at first and then gets really old really fast, okay? But they've been troopers, and you guys have been really supportive in watching those videos and showing them that you support them, and I really appreciate that. Thanks for coming out to this concert. Thank you. I have such power in my gaze, okay? All right, I'm going to go through a couple of concert etiquette things, just as some reminders as we dim the lights here for some mood concert lighting. So just a couple of reminders, because it's been a year and a half since most of us have been to a live performance, so maybe we've gotten a little out of habit. So please, please, please clap and applaud for each choir after they've sung. Again, this is the only time that they've gotten to sing in front of anybody other than me, and they're a little nervous and kind of excited. So please support them. Please try to refrain from talking during these performances, even if you're turning to your neighbor to say how good they sound. These kids don't know that that's what you're saying. So we'll keep talking to a minimum. If you're gonna take pictures, yay. Try not to do flash photography, as that can be a bright light that distracts the students as they're on stage. And if you have to get up for any reason during the show, I ask that you do that in between songs, okay? None of our songs are longer than 2.5 minutes, so I think we can handle that, okay? This is being video recorded with the same HD camera we've been using all year long, thanks to our lovely Mr. Byers in the back. So yes, he's amazing. Thank goodness for him. So I am recording this concert. If you want to video record on your own phone, that is totally your prerogative. But I am going to post it on YouTube unlisted, just like I've done every other concert this year. So you can share it with family after this concert. I'll email it out by the end of the week. Okay? So sit back, enjoy the concert. They've worked really hard, and I'm glad they're able to sing for you. So at this time, I'd like our beginner mixed choir to please stand and join us on stage. So whoever's first. They're good. We don't need the lights up. They're pros. While they're walking on, I'd like to welcome our accompanist to the stage, Miss Rebecca Parkinson. She's been accompanying us at a couple of our concerts, and we love her, mostly because I'm not stuck playing the piano, and it's a much better thing for everyone's ears. So. right, while these kids are getting settled, we have some awards to hand out tonight. It's actually the first time I've done this. I would have done it last year, but we didn't have a spring concert, so that would have been a virtual awards ceremony. So we're going to go in reverse order for these awards, and we're going to start with our 4th hour advanced women. This is going to be our most improved award. And when I'm choosing these awards, it's very difficult because all these kids are incredibly talented and they've worked incredibly hard in such a horrible year for singing choir, okay? But I did see some really standout singers, and that's who we're awarding tonight. So this young lady went from, I believe, our beginner choir last year straight up into our auditioned advanced class this year, which is quite a shock to one's system. And it was a bit of an adjustment. But by the end of the year here, every time I moved her to a new part to go from alto to middle to alto, whatever, she said, "Okay, Miss Hansel," and did it well. So our most improved singer from 4th hour advanced women is Miss Ella Tobin. You can go sit down. And our second award for this class, there will be 2 for each class. This is for outstanding vocalist, and this one's really hard because all of the kids are so outstanding. I mean, oh my gosh. The voices get better each year, and I have no idea why. I don't know if there's something in the water different every year, but I'll take it. It's fine. It works for us. So this particular student took a brief hiatus, and for 1 week later, instantly regretted it. But she is always the most confident, beautiful voice, beautiful musician, and our outstanding vocalist for advanced women is Miss Aubrey Lukehart. Welcome, honey. Go have a seat. All right, 2nd hour intermediate women. Up we go. All right, our next choir is our intermediate women. This is 7th and 8th grade ladies. They're going to sing 2 pieces for you, "O Shenandoah," which should be a very familiar folk tune to a lot of us, followed by "Dodie Lee." right, as these girls are getting settled and before our next choir, we're going to move on. Ironically, the way that it works when you go in reverse order, the next choir is the one that's going to come on stage anyway. So this is our intermediate men's choir. The boys, the men, they are ridiculous, and they're their own special weirdness, and I love them to bits. They make me want to pull my hair out, but we're silly together, and it works. So, our most improved, this young man is an 8th grader, and his voice changed, as happens in middle school, but the music doesn't change with it, and Miss Hansel makes them sing where they're supposed to, and they don't like it. But this young man has never grumbled when I ask him to sing in the correct octave. He tries his best, and he always asks, what can I do to get better? So our most improved singer this year from the Intermediate Men's Choir is Mr. Cal L. All right. I'm not sure if the applause is for the award or the hair, but I'm sure he'll take it either way. So our outstanding vocalist for our intermediate men, again, I could choose so many guys. They're so talented, and this group keeps getting stronger and stronger every year. And they're so proud of their hard work, and you're about to see all of that on stage. It's very hard to sing tenor bass music in middle school amidst your voice change, amidst all the hormones. And they come in every day and they try, and that's fantastic. Our outstanding vocalist is someone who's an 8th grader who is a tenor, sometimes a soprano when he wants to be. But when I asked him to sing baritone, he grumbled a little bit and then still did it because his voice range was enough that he could do that and help out our bass twos who are down in the basement. So our outstanding vocalist, who is, along with Kal-El, going to be in the high school chamber choir next year, is none other than Mr. Bennett Southwick. You're welcome, honey. All right, gentlemen, let's come on stage and show them what you got. Stand up. All right. Aren't they so good? You'd never know that they're a middle school choir. It's awesome. So moving on in our awards, we're now going to award for our intermediate women's class. So this was your second class of the night here. These ladies are mostly 7th graders. We do have some 8th graders in the class. And our most improved award for this class goes to a young lady who, first off, has one of the best attitudes I have ever seen in a student and one of the best dispositions. I mean, I've never seen her upset, really. I've seen her always go out of her way to make sure everyone in the room feels comfortable and no one is left out. And that in and of itself in a middle schooler is a beautiful thing. Not even thinking about music, okay? She came in, and I remember her first audition. The first time I heard her by herself was her audition for our musical, Little Mermaid, and that was in like the first or second week of school. We were all wearing masks, and choir was a new thing, and so she was kind of singing softly. By the end here, she's one of our altos, and she's one of our strongest altos. When she's absent, I think they can all feel it. So our most improved student, and one I'm very excited to continue to see growth in, is Miss Ariane Neff. And our outstanding vocalist for our intermediate women probably doesn't come to much surprise to these girls. She also has a fantastic attitude about singing. She always has a big old smile on her face when she's on stage, which is great because then I don't need to nag her about putting something on her face like I do some of the rest of them. And she's one where no matter what part she's singing, everyone wants to stand around her because she helps them feel confident on their own part. So our outstanding vocalist for intermediate women is none other than Miss Emily Barton. All right, we are now going to hear from our advanced women, okay? This is our 8th grade auditioned class. So ladies, please stand and come to the stage. These ladies may be small in number, but they are not small in sound. Normally, this class is about twice this size, but because of the COVID shutdown last spring, we did not have auditions during class where I can bolster the kids up confidence-wise and they get excited because their friends are auditioning. Instead, it was via Zoom from their kitchens or their bedrooms, and some of them said, nope, I don't want to do that. So that's why our class is a little smaller, but they have all stepped up to the plate, and you really honestly won't tell the difference because each of them has the confidence of 2 or 3 singers, and it really shows in the amount of rep we're about to do. So they have 2 songs. The first one is a cappella called Spring Quiet, and then we have a song called El Vito, which is bilingual in English and in Spanish. All right, so I have one more class to do for awards, and then we have a special surprise for you. So without further ado, these are our awards for our beginner mixed class. These students, for the most part, have never been in a music class before. They were the ones that sang Fiddle-I Fee at the beginning of your concert, and they sang parts in a COVID year without ever being in choir before, which I think is extremely commendable right off the bat. So in that class, really any of them could get the Most Improved Award. But again, this particular student stands out because, again, came in, 7th grader. I think she even hadn't really been in choir before. She has a family that's been in music before, which can be said for a lot of our students. But she has a really sweet disposition, and she always comes in with the best attitude. And again, towards the end, huge leader in her section. And she sings loud and proud that alto note right in my ear by the piano. So our Most Improved singer, a 7th grader, Miss Jordan Fulmer. I'll come to you. I'll come to you. And just to show how dedicated she is, she had surgery on her foot yesterday, and she still came tonight. So if that's not commitment, I don't know what is. So thank you, Jordan. And last but certainly not least, our outstanding vocalist for beginner mixed class. Again, there's so many kids in here that came in without a lot of prior experience and still shone. And it's been so awesome to see. They've auditioned for the musical. They're auditioning for Shrek, which is really exciting. Come see that next year in the fall. But our outstanding vocalist, again, stands out, always confident on her part from the get-go, always willing to stand up, do what's needed, sing what's needed, back and forth, and sit wherever I ask her to, because she's such a strong singer. Our outstanding vocalist is 7th grader Miss Kaylee Hansen. All right, so we are to our final piece of the night. This one is very near and dear to my heart. It was actually commissioned by a composer the year that I first started teaching in Texas, and it was for a region choir in Texas. So region choir is something that kids audition for. So it's kids handpicked from each school that are really committed. So you know that concert's gonna be something really special. And this song is called Music Lead the Way. And I thought it was really poignant in this year with COVID and with school not being how kids wanted it to be, and life not being how we wanted it to be. And the words are just that music leads through the way of the times in our lives when things aren't going right. And yeah, we had to sing with masks, but at least we got to sing. So many schools did not get that opportunity, and I'm so glad we did, okay? So it's very poignant that we're getting to sing this together with you as we sing about the stormy night has passed. We're through the worst parts of this horrible year and a half, and we are on to the next bit, and we are remembering the memories that last forever. So please enjoy Music Lead the Way. At this time, it's going to be a little chaotic as we get ready, because we're going to have kids in the aisles and in the front, so just bear with us, and we'll get started as soon as we're set up. So gentlemen, go ahead and stand and join us. Make sure basses are next to the altos this time. Come on up, and we'll change it once you get up here. This part never works, and that's okay. I tell them as long as we look professional, each individual choir, the chaos can ensue later, and it's fine. Okay? All right, beginner mixed. Stand up, okay? And go to your aisles, please. So if you're on the other side, let's walk in front, okay? No, it's okay, a little bit. We're gonna turn the lights up a little bit so you can find your student. So for this number, it is mixed soprano, alto, tenor, bass, which means it's 4-part harmony, which is a lot for any middle schooler to take. So each class has taken on a part. Our men are singing tenor bass. Our fourth hour women are singing soprano alto. Our first hour beginner mixed in the aisles are singing the soprano melody. And second hour is taking on the alto part. So together we make one giant 112-person choir, and we hope you enjoy it. Intermediate ladies, come on up, trio in the middle, everybody else scattered around. Doesn't matter, there's no order. Good, pretty good. Trey, why don't you come down? And Gage, come down. Never mind, it's fine. What? You're fine. It's fine. Good Lord. Okay? I need you guys to sing out, okay? As loud as you comfortably, helpfully can. Okay? Shh. And have fun and enjoy it, okay? Make me cry. Are we all set? Yes, ma'am. Hey, y'all can scatter, ladies. You don't have to be in single file row. So space. It's okay. I'm not going to take points off. Thank you again for coming tonight. We hope you enjoyed our concert. Keep an eye out for an email, and I'll send you that YouTube link so you can share it with everyone you know. Students, I'm going to go unlock my room. You are welcome to go with your parents as soon as you have all your stuff, okay? All right. Have a great night. Be safe, everyone.